The first 90 days after you get signed to an agency are the most important days. That is going to be the foundation that's going to outline how your relationship with that agency is going to be. Let me explain what that means. But first, who are we? We are Book It. We are a channel designed to help you as models and commercial actors navigate this industry to try and book more work, sign to an agency, sign to more agencies, and navigate the industry without having to go through all of the pitfalls and the wasted time that could be spent booking and working. So let's get right back to it, huh? That 90 days is so important because you need to establish with that new agency, with these new people who are going to be putting you out for work, what type of talent you're going to be, right? That means that how you communicate, how you turn in materials, how quickly you are moving along in the process. When they ask something of you, how quick are you turning around to do it? This is going to basically be your chance to show them that you are trustworthy, that you are hungry, that you are ready to work. So I want to outline a few things for you about what that looks like, what types of things they're going to be asking you for. And maybe that's going to change a little bit from agency to agency based off of where you live, what your agency needs specifically, but it's a pretty good framework to start. So right after you get signed, you're going to be handed probably a list of things that you're going to have to complete paperwork-wise. It's going to be things like filling out your measurements or, what are your special skills, some tax documents, some financial stuff. Just fill it out. Get it in, get it back to them as soon as possible. Dedicate a few days right after getting signed to just attend to all the little nitty-gritty, paper-pushing nonsense that you just have to do. So be prepared to fill out some paperwork. Next is your portfolio. You want to be up on the website as soon as possible. I know you do. So what does that mean? That means getting all of your portfolio images over to your new agency so that they can populate your portfolio on their website. But let me tell you the trick to doing that well and making them love you. You want to create a Google Drive or a Dropbox folder and have it organized with each style of work. Let me expand on that a little further. Rather than sending a WeTransfer or something of that nature of just 500 pictures and say, here you go, here's everything. What you should be doing as you're testing and as you're gathering your images is keeping it organized. In a Google Drive or Dropbox, I suggest that you have folders lined up for your portfolio. E-com, lifestyle, fashion, fitness, tear sheets, digitals, and so on and so forth. If you have all of that organized, I guarantee you that your agents are going to love you because I've onboarded talent time and time again, and I've had to shift through trying to gather the best pictures, and it doesn't always go by smoothly. But if you were to organize your photos like that, I guarantee you it's going to make it easy for them, and they're going to get you up on the website sooner than others. Casting profiles. Maybe you're familiar, maybe you're not. If you're new, you're going to have to set up casting profiles. Maybe your agency will do it for you. Maybe you have to do it yourself and connect it to an agency. If you're a veteran, you're just going to have to add your new agency in your profile. But do it quickly. If you're new, you're going to have to fill it out. It's going to be a lot of redundancy, right? You're going to have to redo your measurements, redo some pictures, redo your skills. Add it all there as well as some of the paperwork that you may have filled out earlier. This is all going to be ways that your agency is going to submit you for work. And if they're going to be submitting you for work on these profiles, you want it to be filled out. You want it to be detailed. You want it to be thorough. The more thorough you are, the more they're going to be able to submit you to work. If you don't have a properly filled out casting profile, opportunities are going to come and go, and they're going to miss you. They're not going to be impressed by you because that is a major marketing tool that agents use to submit you for work. So again, the sooner you get that up, the sooner your agency can already start submitting you for projects. So make that a priority. If you are new, it's time to set up some test shoots. You may have done one, you may have done a couple, but if you're new, first couple of years maybe in this industry, you're gonna need more photos. So ask your agency for their preferred list of photographers. Ask them, what do you think I need to strengthen my book right off the bat? Do you think I need fitness? Do you think I need lifestyle? Do you think I need a headshot? What do I need to get you so that I can be as marketable as humanly possible? You start asking questions like that, they're gonna know you're there to work. They're gonna know you're ready for business, okay? Now, some agencies ask for this and some agencies haven't yet, but it's a good idea to do this anyway, to add skill or performance clips. These are video clips of you performing skills that you say you're good at. You're good at running, you're good at volleyball, you're good at yoga. Make a video of you doing those well so that you could show clients and show casting that you are really good and proof of it. It's gonna set you up above other people bidding for the same jobs. Eventually, clients are gonna ask for it anyways, so you can either spend some time and make a really good video and have it all set up, or you can wait till you get a casting and they say, send us a video clip, and then you have to film something really quickly in your living room and it's not gonna be as good. Take the time, have it ready, and so that when you send it, it's really good. I actually have a video of me doing a running performance clip up on our TikTok on Book It on TikTok. Because it's really not about huge production value. It's just about showcasing your skill in a very clear and concise way. Another good thing to have that I bet you your agency probably isn't gonna ask you, but you're gonna come off looking like a pro if you have this ready, is have a list of any allergies or dietary restrictions that you can just share with your agency right off the bat. I have celiac disease, so no gluten. I am lactose intolerant, or I'm really allergic to bees. If you can make a list of that and send it to your agency, then they're gonna be able to add that to their profile for you on their back end. And that way, any project that you book, they'll be able to share that with the production and say, hey, listen, look out for this stuff, or make sure that she has a meal that she can eat, or he doesn't get put in harm's way because of an allergy that he has. So go ahead and just send that over real quick. You can send it in an email or whatever it might be, but it's gonna come up at some point, so you might as well get it out of the way quickly. Your hard nose. If you have really strong feelings and really strong opinions about certain things that you don't wanna be in, make sure that you tell them, okay? So that means you're really not about to do anything nudity related. You don't wanna do anything cigarette or alcohol related. You don't wanna do any political promotions or anything like that. If you have really strong feelings about that type of thing, or it goes against your religion or your morality or anything else, make sure you send that to them as well. It'll probably come up at some point in your career, so you might as well, again, just get it out of the way. They're gonna think of you as a professional if you're already thinking about things like that before you get started. Okay, so all of that was like the first 2-3 days. That's all things that you should at least be starting to work on. So for the rest of those 90 days I'm talking about here, what is it that I am telling you that you should be doing? Communicate, communicate, communicate. That means that when you get a casting, confirm that audition immediately. I'm talking within the hour. You get an email, you're on the casting frontier, you're on LA casting networks. Make sure that you have email notifications, text notifications, app notifications, whatever it is. And when you get an audition, you need to confirm that within the hour. I'm not exaggerating. When they send you an email, you are responding within hours. Sooner. You need to be accessible through your phone, through your computer, whatever it may be. The better you are at communicating, the more they're going to be able to trust you. Because I guarantee you there's also going to be jobs that come up that their agency is going to be hit up from a production last minute. Hey, I need someone to fill in. It is 9 o'clock at night. I need someone here at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If they know that they can trust you because you're always communicating well and you always show up to work and you're always prepared, then they're going to call you because they know that they can trust that if they try to reach out to you, they're going to get you. So, communication is key to success. It's key to building that rapport right off the bat. Booking out. If you're going on vacation with your families for a few days and you're not going to be able to work or you're not going to be able to audition, make sure you book out with them. Don't miss this step, okay? Because it can be a real bummer to an agency who's trying to get you in the room and get you a job, only to find out that you're out in the Bahamas and not even in touch and can't do anything. So when you book a trip, make sure that you're booking out with your agency and telling them, hey, I'm gonna be out of the country for a few days, but I'm available to audition. I just can't work during those days. Let them know things like that. Or, hey, I'm gonna be with family. I can't work, I can't audition. I'm not gonna have any internet connection. I just wanted to let you guys know. It's a nice thing to do and they really appreciate it. In that first 90 days, you also wanna make sure that you're not planning too many trips right off the bat. Don't be so unavailable that they can't work with you. So if you're planning to be in New York for 10 days here, going to Chicago for a week here, visiting friends in Florida for a few days here, that's a hard time to try and build a really good rapport and get some traction with your new agency. Consider those first 90 days after booking with an agency about trying to be really present with them and giving them your full undivided attention. And then always be courteous. Always say your thank yous, always say your pleases. Just be courteous because you're hopefully going to be hearing from your agency all the time. And it's really easy for emails to start getting short and say, got it, cool, okay. That's not always the best way to go about things when they're working their tails off trying to get you opportunities. Always remember to be courteous and say things like, thank you so much for the opportunity, I'll be there. Or, I really appreciate you getting me this audition, I'll be there on time, trust me. Or if something falls through and you really wanted that job and you get released from a hold, just say, man, I really wanted that one, but thank you so much, we'll get the next one. Because believe me, your agents want you on set and booked just as much as you do. And last but not least, always think that there is something you could be doing to be better. So if you're sitting around thinking, man, I got nothing to do, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, ask them. Be like, hey, I've got some time, I want to book, I want to shoot something, I want to test, I want to take some classes. What do you want me to do? What can I do to be better? And your agency might have some things for you. They might say, hey, go take a runway class. Hey, go take a commercial acting class. Hey, there's an improv class going on and they're running a special for new students. Figure out what they're needing from you and then go do it. That first 90 days is important. I want to make this video because I want you to know that it is crucial that you get off on the right foot. Because if you don't get off on the right foot, it's darn near impossible for you to come back from that. Agents are always going to start off trusting you. They're not going to sign you if they don't trust you. If they think that you might be a troublesome talent, they're not going to take a chance on you. There's plenty of fish in the sea. So, if you are starting with all this trust, don't lose it. Don't take it for granted. And make sure that you're doing everything you can to build on that, and you'll get some work out of that, I promise you. So that's your first 90 days. Plan for it, anticipate it, and let that be your framework for how you're going to operate in this industry as a whole. Good luck out there. I'm rooting for you, and see you next week on Wednesday for our next video. All right?